Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling something that's been making waves online. The Lovera Calcium Multi Balm. It's this Korean skincare stick, and it's got this really sensational nickname, Botox in a stick.
Heard that one.
Right. So our mission here is to dig into the sources reviews, the product claims themselves, and figure out, is this a genuine miracle product, or is it just, well, clever marketing? The big hook, the thing everyone's talking about, is this promise to restore firmness and smooth lines, like almost instantly.
Okay, let's jump right into that Botox in a stick thing because honestly, scientifically speaking, that's just impossible.
Impossible. Why? Exactly.
Well, look, Botox involves injections, right? You're putting botulinum toxin directly into specific muscles to temporarily paralyze them, stopping the movements that cause wrinkles.
Okay.
A topical balm, something you just rub on the skin, it simply cannot penetrate deep enough to reach the muscles or interfere with nerve signals in that way. It's pure marketing hyperbole. Full stop.
Right. So the mechanism is completely different.
Completely.
Okay, that makes sense. What about the second claim then? Restoring firmness, smoothing lines in just 1 week. That sounds incredibly fast.
It is incredibly fast. And honestly, that timeline is another massive red flag.
Red flag how?
Think about even the most powerful, clinically proven anti-aging ingredients. We have things like prescription retinoids.
Yeah.
Even those usually take, 6 to 12 weeks minimum to show noticeable actual structural changes in wrinkles and skin texture.
6 to 12 weeks. Okay. Not 1 week.
Definitely not 1 week. Any immediate plumping or smoothing you might see from a balm like this, that's almost certainly just temporary hydration. It makes the surface skin cells swell a bit with moisture.
So it looks better for a little while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think of it less like Botox and more like, a very expensive temporary sponge soaking up water. It's surface plumping, not deep repair or collagen rebuilding.
Okay, sponge. Got it. Now, this is where things get maybe even more interesting. We moved beyond the product claims and started looking into the company itself.
And found some issues.
Yeah, some, let's say, transparency concerns.
Definitely concerns. We did a basic check on their website, and the contact information is, it's pretty vague.
How so?
They only listed generic email address.
Yeah.
There's no phone number, no physical headquarters address listed anywhere. That's quite unusual for a brand positioning itself as, a serious skincare player.
Right.
And maybe more concerning the website registration date. It was created very, very recently, May 1st, 2025.
Wow. Okay. So just a few months ago, basically.
Yeah. A brand that new, making such huge claims, it warrants a healthy dose of skepticism, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And then there's the terms of service document. This was kind of a gut punch.
Yes, the legal print.
They actually state, and I'm quoting here, they do not warrant that the quality of any products or services will meet your expectations.
Oof.
And they also add they don't guarantee error-free use. So essentially, they're legally covering themselves, saying, hey, if this doesn't actually give you Botox-like results instantly, well, tough.
Zero accountability baked right in. It's not confidence-inspiring, is it?
Not at all. Now, to be fair, we should probably talk about what these calcium balms can actually do. They aren't just nothing, right?
Oh, right. No, let's be balanced. Calcium in skincare isn't useless.
Yeah.
It can offer some mild benefits.
Okay, like what? The sources did mention something.
Calcium can potentially help strengthen the skin's natural barrier function. A stronger barrier means better moisture retention and maybe some improvement in resilience and firmness over time.
Okay, so barrier support, hydration aid.
Exactly. And when formulated well, these balms can certainly make the skin feel smoother, more nourished, softer, things like that. Good moisturization often does.
But these effects are.
They're generally mild and temporary. It's good hydration, maybe some barrier support, but it's absolutely not transformational. It's worlds away from the effects of a clinical procedure like Botox.
So putting it all together, what's the final verdict here based on, the hype versus the reality, the company background?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it an outright scam in the sense that you get a product. It's likely a decent moisturizer.
But.
It seems dangerously close to being a deeply misleading product. You're paying, likely a premium price, for what amounts to temporary hydration, wrapped up in massive exaggeration.
And with that, terms of service, almost zero comeback if you're disappointed.
Precisely. The claims are overblown, the company transparency is weak, and the legal disclaimer basically admits it might not work as advertised.
So what's the actionable advice for listeners then?
I think the main takeaway is Always, always be cautious with new online skincare brands, especially ones making claims that sound too good to be true or that mimic medical procedures.
Check for real reviews, maybe, not just the ones on their site.
Definitely look for independent reviews. And honestly, if you're serious about tackling significant signs of aging, talk to a dermatologist before spending potentially a lot of money on products making these kinds of huge promises.
Sound advice. Okay, so here's a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. Considering how easy and frankly inexpensive it seems to be to set up a new online brand, we saw that May 2025 registration date, the vague legal stuff. How do you personally gauge trust when you come across the next miracle beauty or health product online? Something to think about.